We get hit by Odin. We're trying to rotate to the team fight. We get our 3. We're trying to keep Odin away from the team fight. We lose our Heimdallr. We're going to go ahead, jump in. We get the knock up onto Bacchus. We get pushed under tower. We pop our shell. Hades uses his ultimate. We're going to use our ultimate. We're able to pick onto one. Hades cleans up the other. Unfortunately, Hades does go down. We're going to use our 3. We're able to pick onto the Nike. What a do, Scooby Boo, it's your boy Shiny P Gaming, and today we're going to be playing the Sunny Side Up Bacchus as support. If you are new to the channel, I add some commentary to a game that I've already played with the intentions of seeing what went right, what went wrong, and hopefully there's something that we can learn together. If there is something that we learn together, make sure you check out the channel and subscribe for more content. Subscriber, I'll make sure that every time you're hitting the fire giant, a Janus portal comes in and steals it. If you are a returning viewer, I feel like Bacchus doesn't quite get the love he deserves. He's not the best support, but he's really fun to play. You can get a lot of picks with him without building any real power. In terms of the leveling order, at level 1, we want to put a point into our 3. Level 2, put a point into our 2. Level 3, put a point into our 1. Level 4, put another point into our 3. We want to max out our ultimate whenever we can. Max out our 3, max out our 1, max out our 2. I think maxing out our 1 and 2 are interchangeable. We can max out our 1 if we want to gain additional protections. We can max out our 2 if we want to deal additional damage. Bacchus's 1 is going to increase his drunkometer. He's going to take a sip and gain 40% on his drunkometer. For 6 seconds after drinking, he's going to gain 0 protections at level 0, 35 at level 5, 0 magical power at level 0, and then 35 at level 5. He gains 0 at level 0 because you can actually drink before having a point into this ability. Bacchus is 2. Bacchus is going to jump, knock up enemies. If Bacchus is tipsy, it's going to slow enemies by 20%. Bacchus is 3. Bacchus is going to burp in a cone. If he is tipsy, enemies are going to be stunned for 1 second. Bacchus is going to be immune to knockups for the duration. This is also going to apply a 50% healing reduction for 4 seconds. Bacchus's ultimate, Intoxicate. Bacchus is going to smash his jug of wine on the ground. If he is smashed, Bacchus also gains magical power buff because of his anger over his lost wine. The intoxication debuff duration is 6 seconds. The magical power buff is 20 at level 1, 60 at level 5, and the buff duration is 5 seconds. Bacchus's passive, Drunkometer. Bacchus is going to gain additional buffs as he gets tipsy and smashed. Bacchus also celebrates when he kills an enemy god, giving him 10% on his meter. Whenever he's tipsy, he's going to gain 10 magic power and 5% damage mitigation. Whenever he's smashed, he's going to gain 30 magic power and 10% damage mitigation. So you do want to be drinking with Bacchus. Be able to get an assist thanks to the help of our jungler. In terms of the start, we picked up the Sentinel's Gift, tier 1 of Stone Binding, a Health Chalice, and 1 multi-potion. Sentinel's Gift is going to provide us with 10 physical protections, 10 magical protections, 75 health, and 7 MP5. It has a passive that getting an assist for an enemy minion or a jungle monster dying will provide 7 bonus gold and restore 12 health and 8 mana. If you are not within 30 units of an allied god for 20 seconds, this passive is disabled until you are near an allied god again. I like going into Sentinel's Gift a lot more than the other starter items. I feel like it's just more forgiving. You're going to recover a lot of health and mana if you're allowing your carry to get the kills on the minions. We are going against an enemy Bacchus, unfortunately. I do hate myself some matchups. However, we just got to time our abilities right and we should be able to play Bacchus a little bit better than our enemy. We're going to go ahead back and pick up Stone of Binding. Stone of Binding is going to provide us 30 magical power, 30 magical protections, 30 physical protections, and 10 MP5. It has a passive that successfully hitting an enemy god with crowd control will place a debuff on the enemy, reducing their magical and physical protections by 10 for 5 seconds. So anytime we land our 2 or a 3 on an enemy, the 3 if it stuns, we're going to reduce their protections. I feel like most gods at this point in the game have around 30 protections. So if we can reduce that by 10, it's acting as like a 33% magic penetration. Not just for us, but also for our teammates. So I think Stone of Binding is really good on Bacchus early game. We do have our ultimate. For our relic, we picked up Shell. I feel like that's a pretty standard item on our supports. We could be picking up Sunder. Sunder did receive a change in the 8-7 patch.
On my way. Ultimate is ready.
We're going to jump onto the Poseidon, get the knock up. We get burped and then jumped. We get sundered. We're going to start falling back. We get hit by a Poseidon ultimate. We do have our shell. We're going to go ahead and pop it. Then rotate it in. It's a 3v3 in mid. Looks like they have a little bit more health than we do. Odin jumps in. We're going to jump, knock up 2, use our ultimate. Hades uses his ultimate, and we're able to clean up 2 of them. We get a pick, Hades gets a pick. I feel like that was played really well. Whenever we're playing support, we do not need to be using our abilities to clear the minion wave. Our mid laner will have enough damage to be able to clear the minion wave without us. We need to save our abilities to provide peel or set up our mid laner. As a support, we need to think of ourselves as a rotating band-aid. We're not trying to get the highest level possible as fast as possible. Instead, we are trying to get our teammates ahead by saving waves for them and making sure that they don't lose towers whenever they go down or whenever they back. So right here, we're giving the minions a good old run around, trying to make sure that they stay up so that whenever Hades gets back to lane, he can clean up these minions, get the full gold and XP. Whenever we are in a lane with somebody, we're going to be splitting XP.
Okay.
You don't have any potions, we're out of wards, so we're going to go ahead back, pick up tier 2 of Gauntlet of Thebes, pick up 2 wards.
Enemy missing.
On my way. Enemies in the left jungle. Be careful middle.
Nem's rotating in, we do have our ultimate. Hades gets to pick on the 1, we get the knock up, we're gonna burp. Hades gets a double kill with like no health. Good for him. Pretty big play. Right now we know that mid is clear, so we're gonna kind of rotate left, see if we could possibly get a pick onto this Nike or set up our Nike to get a pick. She jumps, we're taking tower, we're gonna go ahead and burp. That's our ultimate, we're gonna fall back.
That's what I'm talking about.
Be right back.
We weren't able to do too much, but hopefully by baiting out the enemy Nike's ultimate, that's gonna give our Nike an advantage in that lane.
Someone could take a bite out of you.
Our Nike does have a level lead on the enemy Nike. We want to be using our 1 and drinking as much as possible. As long as we keep it above smash, between these tipsy and smash line, we don't really need to spam it any more than that. And then it doesn't hurt to take a drink before you jump in with your belly.
Ultimate is down.
Ultimate is
Enemy
down.
ultimate down.
Enemy missing middle.
We're just rotating with Hades. Take another swig. If we look above our health bar, there is a little square icon of Bacchus taking a drink. That's going to represent our power and protections buff.
Do not need them to succeed.
We need wards.
We're going to go ahead and rotate left. We might be able to get a pick onto this Nike if we can bait out her jump and then use our abilities onto her. She's going to start backing. We're going to start jumping. And she's able to back before our jump lands. Because we rotated, now it looks like Hades is in a little bit of trouble. Just kidding, it's Hades. He gets the pick. We're going to go ahead back and pick up Gauntlet of Thebes. Gauntlet of Thebes is going to provide us with 300 health and 15 HP 5. HP 5 is the amount of health you recover every 5 seconds. This item has a passive that if you get an assist on an enemy minion, you're going to gain 1 stack. An assist on an enemy god is going to give you 5 stacks. Stacks provide 1 physical and 1 magical protection. At 50 stacks, this item evolves, providing an aura of 10 physical and 10 magical protections. So whenever it is fully evolved, it's going to provide 300 health, 50 physical, and 50 magical protections, along with the 15 HP 5. And then any allies that are within 70 units are going to receive 10 physical and 10 magical protections.
They have been defeated.
Hades is getting red. We're just going to get a little bit of annoying damage onto Poseidon. We don't really plan to be able to do anything. Just kind of annoy him.
Enemy ultimate down.
Their form was imperfect.
Our solo laner goes down. That's an Odin cage. So that's an ultimate down from the enemies. Nem's going hard. Instead of providing peel, we go for the pick onto the Poseidon, and we are able to get it. We get stunned by Uller. We're going to pop a shell, avoid some damage. Looks like Nem was able to get out. We got our wiggle shoes on. We're drinking. We're going to jump away. Oh, 55 health.
Woo, baby!
Enemy Nike jumps in. 9 health. We used our ultimate. We jump away. Oh. We are playing it fast and loose.
Be right back.
I'm really surprised we got out of that. This is 3 times we took damage whenever we were like under 100 health.
Your team has destroyed a right enemy missing middle.
Be right back.
Whenever we back as support, we want to make sure that we're picking up 2 wards and that we're warding for our mid laner.
Enemy missing middle.
Enemy missing left.
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy tower.
Hades jumps in. We're gonna go ahead and use our 3. We missed the stun.
Hey, there are hungry people everywhere.
I'm gonna go ahead and set up wards deep because the enemy tier 1 tower is down. So I feel like the deep wards are gonna be more helpful in trying to figure out where an enemy is coming from than a defensive ward.
Is down.
You go ahead and pick up the enemy red buff. That should help our damage output.
Enemy missing middle.
The only real power that we have is our base power, and then the power from Stone and Binding.
Ooh, so delicious. Take this jungle bomb. On my way.
I'm gonna go ahead and make a play for the red buff.
They have been defeated.
Attack the full floor.
Right now we've participated in 6 of our 12 kills, so about half of them. We're gonna go ahead and tank the Gold Fury for our team as soon as Nam wants to let us tank it for our team. This skin is pretty cool. I'd just say solid skin. Not one of my favorites, not one of the best, but not bad. Bunch of pancakes stacked up on each other. He will chug syrup for his special emote.
Enemies in left lane.
On my way.
Looks like left needs a little bit of help. We're gonna rotate over with our Nem. There's 3 people over here.
Ultimate is ready. Your left tower has been destroyed.
I'm gonna try to get to the back line, get a stun. We do get the stun onto the Odin.
Enemy missing middle left.
We don't have eyes on Poseidon. We have eyes on 4 of the 5 players. Poseidon comes in, ults us. We're taking tower shots, and that's going to be a pick onto us.
Been slain.
A little bit of a mistake by us. We should not have been trying to tank tower for our team when the enemy was that healthy. Our jump was down, and then the Odin Gauge trapped us in there. Then along came a Poseidon with his ultimate. Hades is able to clean up the Poseidon. We went ahead and picked up Sovereignty while we were down. Sovereignty is going to provide us with 250 health, 45 physical protections. It has a passive that allied gods within 70 units have their physical protections increased by 15 and their HP 5 increased by 35. So every second, you and your allies are going to gain 7 health per second. Are going to gain 7 health per second.
They have been defeated.
Attack left lane.
Sovereignty is a really solid item just for the HP 5. The fact that it also increases physical protections is very helpful. They do have 3 physical characters out of their 5, so Sovereignty just makes sense. I'm going to go ahead and pick up the enemy blue.
Attack fire giant. Ultimate is down.
Since we kind of cleaned up left, we're going to go ahead and make a play for the Greater Scorpion and Fire Giant. This is going to enhance our blue buff and our speed buff. We're letting Nike go like, hey, we'll finish it. You go, get your blue, get back to lane, don't miss any XP.
Enemy missing middle. Yes. Someone could take
On my way.
out of here from on my way. On my way.
Enemy missing.
We're eyeballing right. There's 2 people over here. We got 3. Hades is in a little bit of trouble. We're going to rotate over, try to help him out. Bacchus jumps in.
Through combat, the most advanced can be.
Uller goes down. Odin's also here. We want to stick to the Hades. We feel like Heim and Nem are going to have the space to kind of do what they want over there, but Hades in the jungle might run into trouble. We get hit by Odin. We're trying to rotate to the team fight. We get our 3. We're trying to keep Odin away from the team fight. We lose our Heimdallr. We're going to go ahead and jump in. We get the knock up onto Bacchus. We get pushed under tower. We pop our shell. Hades uses his ultimate. We're going to use our ultimate. We're able to get the pick onto 1. Hades cleans up the other. Unfortunately, Hades does go down. We're going to use our 3. We're able to get the pick onto the Nike. We're going to try to chase down this Poseidon, but he's very zoomy, and I think he's out. Doesn't mean we're not going to try. Uller's also here. We're going to go ahead and just activate the door. We could have jumped over the wall, but why not use the door while it's there? Our team's able to get the secure on the tower.
Ooh, so delicious. Oh yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and take the enemy red buff. We're going to get a little bit of annoying pressure onto the Uller. Don't expect to do anything without any teammates.
Attack the gold fury. Yes.
I'll attack the fire.
Nemesis says she's going for Fire Giant. I'm assuming, yeah, Pyromancer, not the actual Fire Giant. We got 4 people on the Oni Fury. We should be able to secure this. Getting the pick on the Oni Fury is going to get a enhanced minion wave to spawn in each lane. The enhanced minion wave is going to have increased protections and increased damage. So it's going to be able to destroy the enemy minion wave with ease.
On my way. Ultimate is ready.
There's a Poseidon ultimate. We're going to activate our 3. Hades uses his ultimate. He has 2 people in here. We're going to go ahead and use our ultimate. We're going to jump. We get the pick onto the Nike.
most advanced can be determined.
Bacchus jumps over the wall. Get our 3 off. We're tanking power for our team. I'm gonna go do some more tanking. So each tower shot that you take while in tower is going to do increased damage. So you do want to kind of reset it after you've been in there for a while. These are 3 under the Poseidon. We're gonna have to pull back though. Our team is able to secure the middle Phoenix. We don't really have the health to keep in this fight, but we're going to do our best to try to get Nike out. We use our shell. We use our 3. Unfortunately, Nike goes down. Hades is in a little bit of trouble right now. We're going to jump away.
An ally has been slain.
Hades goes down.
Defend the fire giant.
The smartest play that the enemy could do right now is go for the fire giant while it's a 5v3.
There is no such thing as 2.
We're going to go ahead back and pick up Pridwen.
Your team has destroyed a left enemy.
An enemy has
Pridwen is going to provide us with 30 physical protections, 30 magical protections, and 20% cooldown reduction. It has a passive that when your ultimate ability is finished casting, you're going to gain a shield equal to your protections for 5 seconds. When destroyed by timing out or being depleted, it explodes and deals magical damage equal to 50% of the shield's initial health and slows targets by 25% for 3 seconds. This can only occur once every 45 seconds.
Hungry people everywhere.
So right now we have about 200 and not 200. We have about 480 damage, magic protections.
They have been
I'm able to get the pick onto the Uller. So right now we have about 500 magical protections whenever we use our 1. So we're going to gain a shield equal to that whenever we use our ultimate with Pridwen. It looks like we're going to get this uncontested. Yep, we're able to secure the fire giant. That's going to give us a buff to our MP5, HP5, and allow us to deal more damage to structures. For our second relic, we picked up Sprint, or Heavenly Wings. This game, we're going to be picking up Talisman of Energy, but we did not really look at Nike's build, who also built Talisman of Energy. If there was no Talisman of Energy on our team, I think it'd be a great item to pick up. But if there is, we could pick up something like Pestilence and get some anti-heal online. Talisman of Energy is going to provide us 60 magical protections, 300 health. It has a passive that getting a kill or an assist on an enemy causes you and your allies within 7 units to gain a stack of energy. Energy stacks provide 2% movement speed, 2% attack speed, and 10 MP5 per stack. This lasts 10 seconds and can stack up to 6 times.
Ooh, so delicious. Attack left lane.
We're going to get Nike and Nem to come left with us. Jaime is pushing it up.
Group up.
On my way.
But now we're just baiting out some abilities. We've got our whole team here now.
Ultimate is ready.
I'll attack middle lane. Wait.
We're going to jump in. We get nothing with our jump. We are able to kind of pull them to the right of the Phoenix.
On my way.
We're going to use our ultimate, hit 4, get our stun off. We pop our sprint, try to help anyone that's in a little bit of trouble. Hades is able to get the pick onto 1. We jump in, Hades gets a second. We're going to use our 3, try to get the stun.
to succeed.
We're in a tank. Nobody's really putting pressure onto the Phoenix. We have minions here now. We are able to secure the left Phoenix.
Destroy the left enemy Phoenix.
I'm going to try to get Nem onto this middle Phoenix. Drop a shell for Heim so he can try to escape. Enemy Bacchus is in a little bit of trouble. We're going to jump in, create a little bit of space between the backline and the Bacchus. Oh, he's so weak. He jumped into the, not tower, the safe area, the respawn area, the fountain. That's what it's called. Our team's pretty weak. I don't think we're going to be able to end right here. That is a Poseidon ultimate. Taking a lot of damage right here. We're able to avoid the stun. We're going to use our ultimate, gain a shield, jump over the wall. Don't think we needed an ult right there. We probably could have just jumped over the wall, but does not hurt to cast the ultimate and gain the shield.
They have been defeated.
So we are creeping up on the end of this game. We are going to be upgrading our Sentinel's Gift to Sentinel's Embrace, and then we're going to be selling our Stone of Binding. We can pick up additional protections like a Mantle of Discord, or you can pick up something fun like Rod of Tahuti or Spear of the Magus, maybe even a Soul Reaver. Probably not Soul Reaver, probably one of the first two. Hades comes in, deals some big damage. We're going to jump in. Activator 3. We miss the stun. Bacchus jumps in. It's just their 2 tanks left. Ruler's up in about 12. Hades gets to pick onto 1. Gonna get some damage onto the Titan. That's a Bacchus jump. We're gonna go ahead and use our ultimate, and we're able to secure the victory. Well, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. It really helps these videos out. If you feel like you learned anything at all, check out the channel and subscribe for more content. These stats for this game will be posted in just a moment. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great day. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.